There's the boss talking about the best prices in town. And I want to say this about Ian. We just came out of this incredible vehicle. I mean, when you look at a Ozark like that, he talked about that shelf behind the couch. He said he does that at his house. I love that. Gave me the greatest idea for my house, but when I go into the Class A, that's one thing I really want to do. And we're getting ready to go into a larger section. Sean Parr with my good buddy Bryce from the Jergies. And Bryce, larger kitchens you know about.
Yeah, I'm a fan of this section here. A lot of friends actually asked us, like, okay, but do you guys eat well because you're always on the road? And everyone's used to road trips, eating just fast food. But we eat better because we have our own system set up. And when we go visit friends, we're like, no, we're just still going to keep our system going, eating in our kitchen. And so we cook a lot in the RV. And we have a big kitchen in ours. Nelly does a lot of the cooking inside. I like to do the grill outside. But these sections coming up, the segments with all the bigger kitchens, very nice if you plan on using that. And it's just like as if you're in own comfort of your home, but traveling wherever.
Yeah, and this is one of the segments where Ian's going to take us through several different layouts. And we see the different layouts in some of these models. And you go, you know what? Can I move the kitchen? Can I have a kitchen that's up on top? Mm-hmm. Can I get a bigger kitchen with a center console? Yes, you can. All you have to do is talk to one of our customer service representatives. We'll get you dialed in. Our experts know what they're doing. Text 46642 or text FRESH to 46642. Yep. They'll get you dialed in.
Yep. Yeah, any questions you have and looking at any of these models that you'll see, they'll connect you to them.
All right, we're going to start with a Forest River Sierra 38 FKOK. Wait until you see the kitchen. My favorite part about this, 6 slide-outs and central vac. Ian?
Just because you're RVing doesn't mean you have to give up being a master chef. And folks, right here, this whole segment is RVs with large kitchens. And this particular one, this fifth wheel, has a huge kitchen. This is the 2021 Forest River Sierra 38 FKOK, and that FK stands for front kitchen. And folks, take a look at what we've got up here. This is in the front. You have a center island, dual opposing slides. Both of these have countertop and countertop with the residential fridge right here in the very front. So again, if you're someone that loves to cook or you like to have people over, I don't know about you, but at home, right, my island, a lot of times that's where we congregate, have a glass of wine, stand around the island, everyone's talking. You can do something very similar in this setup. And I really like it. I think they did a great job. So we'll start right here on the kitchen island itself. It's not a huge island, but it can't be because, you have those dual opposing slides with other countertop space in them. But this still gives you plenty of prep space, especially with the sink top cover, the high-rise pull-out faucet. When we open it up, there's plenty of storage space underneath if you want like a trash can or something in there. So good space all the way around there. And then when we take a look at one of the slides over here, you have the cooktop. You'll see that it is, kind of recessed, sunk in right there. The 3-burner cooktop, plenty of space on both sides, electrical outlets. So if you have a coffee maker, margarita machine, toaster, electric skillet, whatever it is, you have space to plug it in over here. Plus, you get the large oven right underneath if you want to do some baking. A ton of drawer space in here, folks, on both sides. And take a look. One of the cool things about Sierra, we start talking about, higher end fifth wheels, right? Look at that. You get slow close drawers. Not only that, but you also have slow close cabinet doors, and that's all the way throughout. They did a fantastic job. So you see you get all that space over there, but it doesn't stop. Look at all this pantry space you get. Huge space right down below there as well. The residential fridge, LG fridge. I mean, look at this thing. You have so much thinking space in here. Right underneath is your freezer. It does have an ice maker. So again, that's a pretty big deal for me. I like having easy ice. I can make cocktails anytime I want. Just pop it right in there, good to go, and that is a lot of cold storage. You'll see a microwave right over there. Again, more electrical outlets underneath. So if you want this to be your coffee station, you can. USB ports there. You can see storage for pots and pans right underneath that because you don't have like a middle divider, like a stile or anything there. So it's big, wide storage. All solid surface countertops all the way through here again. This whole countertop, more electrical outlets, and more storage all the way through. So I'm telling you folks, if you're looking for one with a big kitchen, you want a lot of countertop space, a lot of storage in the kitchen, this might be the one. But if you're seeing it so far and you're thinking, Ian, I like it, but I don't want my kitchen up front. That's okay. There's a lot of other options out there. There's a lot of RVs with big front kitchens, and we're going to go through some of those today. But there are a lot more. And so if you are interested in having a big kitchen in your RV, what you're going to want to do is text the word fresh to 46642, because we have over 20,000 pieces of inventory on our lots. We have over 80,000 pieces that are on order coming in straight from the factory. And you're going to want to check them out. You're going to want to put your name on one, or at the very least let us help you make sure you're getting the perfect RV. And all you have to do is text that word fresh to 46642 to let us help you out and lock in the amazing show pricing that we're having for the Ultimate RV Show National Tour. Now from here, you'll see something that's a little more unique, and that is your kind of dining area here. I personally like this. I think this is kind of cool. I've seen a few manufacturers do this in the past, and I've always liked it. The reason being, I don't sit at a table very often when it's just my wife and I just don't, right? We'll stand at the island, maybe on a bar stool, something like that. This for me is perfect. You have the table, both people can sit right here, and you have a perfect view to the TV. So if you want to watch the news, you want to watch the game, you want to watch a movie, you are able to do that right here while you eat. Heading down the stairs, you'll see some things like this, right? You have a courtesy light, so that if you need to get up in the middle of the night, and as my good friend Chris likes to say, get up in that fridge and have yourself a ham sandwich, you're able to do it, right? You have that light. You're not going to trip going up or down the stairs. I like to get a lot of water. I drink a lot of water at night, so this allows me to do that without falling. You'll also see right up here is your control panel. A really cool panel. It's kind of like a multiplex system, right? It's very simple and easy to use. It's not nearly as ugly. And again, you want to control your lights. I mean, take a look at this, right? Boom, there go my ceiling lights. Just like that, they cut them right back on. You can get optional heated tanks on here. So if you're going to plan on doing some colder weather camping, having heated tanks is a big deal. You want to make sure those don't freeze up on you. When we go outside, we'll see the underbelly armor that they use on this. They have ABS panels underneath instead of your standard, enclosed underbelly, which is kind of like a glorified corrugated cardboard. And it works, right? It's what most manufacturers use. But this system with the ABS is so much better. You can take out individual panels one at a time, and it really helps protect that underbelly. As we take a look right here in the midship, this is our main living area. And what you'll notice is it's really cool, because normally this is kind of what you get in the front, right? In like a front living room. This is the setup you'll have. Instead, they put that big, massive front kitchen up there, and yeah, take a look at that. It's absolutely gorgeous. And then in the middle is that living space. So you have two opposing slides here, and both of those have tri-fold sofas. So just like a front living, you can fold those up. You have beds. You can easily sleep 4 additional people here. So in this front kitchen, you can still sleep 6 people, which is fantastic. You'll also notice the theater seats here. So with these, you can double tap the cup holders, and just like that, your cup holders will light up. You get the lighting underneath. Thomas Paine furniture, very comfortable. These will kick back and relax. They're wall huggers, so you don't have to pull them away. And as we saw earlier, you have a perfect view to that TV, which is directly across the way. The multimedia center right underneath that. You do have several zones for your speakers, both inside and outside. Also, a DVD player is built in case you want to watch a movie. For your auxiliary components, you have this space right here, so you can set a little Blu-ray player, something like that in there if you want. And then underneath is the nice big fireplace. And folks, not only does this look beautiful, but this does kick out some heat. And in this main living space, it'll help take the chill off so you're nice and comfortable. Storage in both of those slides too, folks, across the top. You want to talk about an RV with a lot of storage, this one certainly is not lacking. This is a window I like here. It opens it up, right? Normally this would kind of feel like a narrow hallway, but this window does a great job of opening it up. Roller shades all the way throughout, so those work really well, plus the blackout shades to keep some of the sun out. When we come into the bathroom, a couple things I want to show you here. The first one, this space right here is washer dryer prep. So if you want washer and dryer, you have a spot for it. It's tucked away. It's not up in your kitchen, back in the bedroom, anything like that. Very easy to get to. As for the toilet, I'm 6 foot tall, 210. You can see I have plenty of leg room, good space for my shoulders. It's a porcelain bowl too, so it'll clean up nice and easy. And for the shower, of course, we have a ton of room here, folks. I mean, you can be darn near 8 foot, still be able to stand in here easily. The hand wand is on a rail, so you can adjust that up and down. You have a seat in there to shave your legs. Of course, mirror, nice big vanity here too, so you can see there that you have plenty of space. Now, one of the other cool things when we step out of here is you will see there is a secondary entrance. And the reason I like this is because you can head from here right into the bathroom, right? If you need to just hop in there and use the bathroom real quick, you can do so without bringing a bunch of dirt all the way through the RV. And then we get back into the bedroom space. Big bedroom, thanks to the additional slide out. We have 5 total slides in this RV. This right here being one of them with the slide out bed. Windows open on both sides for cross ventilation. You have the blue light there in the headboard, you know, if you want to kind of set the mood. You have storage all along the back wall. You'll see big wardrobe space, drawers all the way around. And then at the foot of the bed, not only do you have more storage, but you also have TV hookup. So if you want a TV in here, you have the capability of doing that. And again, there is a second AC. You can see that right up on the ceiling. Make sure things are going to stay nice and cool. Now, as we step out of the back entrance here, one of the things I really love about this one is not only do you get that big front kitchen, but you also get an outside kitchen. And so this is a big selling point for me because, you know, a lot of people love to cook, and that's probably what's gonna draw you to a front kitchen floor plan. But sometimes there's things that you're cooking, you wanna be outside, and this gives you the ability to do that, right? Like if I'm cooking a hamburger, I don't want that smell inside my camper. I love the smell of a hamburger, but you know, it's gonna linger and I don't want that. So what am I gonna do? I'm gonna throw it right here on the grill that comes with it, right? So now I'm out here cooking, hanging out, having a good time. Plus, I have my refrigerator out here with all my beverages, condiments, everything else I need. You get a sink, microwave, and some additional storage. And this is really cool to have on a couple's floor plans. A lot of times, in order to get your outside kitchen like this, you need to have a bunk model. So I like when they put it on couples intended models. You'll also see the level up system. That is auto level, folks. You know, this is a high-end fifth wheel. You expect high-end features, and they absolutely do it. You touch a button, this coach will level itself out, which is great because if you haven't been RVing, if it's your first time, you know, leveling the coach with leveling blocks can be one of the hardest parts, right? You kind of have to pull forward, back up, pull forward, back up, till you get it to the right height. With auto level and just touching a button, it really takes all of that work out of it. Here's the other cool thing. One of the awesome things we have going on with the show. If you like this, right? Let's say you've already looked, you've done your research, you saw the Sierra, the 38 FKOK is exactly the one you wanted, and you have a killer deal. We will beat that deal. I'm telling you folks, we will beat it. And if we can't, we will give you $1,000. And I don't know about you, but I can do a lot with $1,000. The worst case, you know, the worst case scenario is we can't beat it, you get $1,000. But I'm telling you, we will save you money. We will get you on the road. We'll get you living that RV lifestyle. All you need to do is text the word BEAT, B-E-A-T, to 46642. Take a look at those tires. You'll see there's bigger tires on here too, folks. Those are F-rated tires, so a little bit bigger than normal, you know, a little bit beefier, which is a good thing, right? You know, we have a bigger fifth wheel. This one is almost 42 foot long, weighs about 12,800 pounds, a little bit of change there, dry. So again, it is a little bit bigger. Having the beefier tires is something you're going to want. You have the upgraded stairs there too, the more ride step above step system, the road armor panels underneath. Again, you know, we can't really get down there. You know what, maybe, can you drop down? Let's see if we can see it right here. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty tough. So, but you can kind of see, so there's ABS panels underneath there. And again, you can undo those individual panels to be able to access anything you need to, and they are nice and sturdy. You'll see your 2 propane tanks here on a slide. Plenty of storage there. I'm telling you folks, this is an absolute awesome floor plan. If you're interested in this one, you're gonna wanna text RV to 46642. And again, this is just one of plenty RVs with big kitchens.
Sooner or later, everyone's bound to encounter someone in need. If you're one of the stopping kind, chances are it was passed down.
Hey, Mom.
Some good that you observed from early on. Call it going the extra mile or paying it forward. We just call it being good. Spend a lifetime doing good.
Thank you.
Because the next generation is watching.
Hey everyone, I'm Ian Baker, and I am joined with Bryce, Nelly, and little Avi with the Jergies. And today I just kind of want to go through, tell me a little bit about some of the stuff you guys got, right? Like if I'm brand new to RVing, what are some of the things I have to get right away for inside my RV? I know you guys went from a Class A to a fifth wheel, probably a little bit of change there. Just some of the things that kind of are necessities or things that you guys have found extremely useful.
There are so many things.
Right?
And we kind of had to learn the hard way, so we hope that everybody can just like skip all the, learning and just learn from us.
The cabinet doors opening, stuff falling out, or whatever.
As you're driving.
This is all coming from stories and experiences. So
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so we have a lot to talk about. Let's start with the living room.
Yeah,
Does that work?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome. Go ahead.
So for starters, we it's a good space, but because it's smaller, it can easily fill with clutter. It can easily get
Especially with
messy and
kids.
Yes.
especially with kids. But you want to be able to still use it to its fullest. So we have a big wicker basket here that we can throw blankets in and random toys to help quickly clean up the mess.
Well, and it looks nice.
And it looks nice
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
It's all intentional, and really behind it is just like, oh, grab things, throw it in. You don't have to fold the blankets. You don't have to. You
Yep.
just throw it in, and it looks nice.
Yeah, I love it.
And then we have play mats that they can play on because little kids.
right,
And
because
a
kids are
hardwood
kids.
floor, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, for sure. Especially they're starting to learn to crawl. You know, you want something a
Exactly.
little bit softer.
Yeah. And a big part about those is they fold up, right? So that's
Okay.
nice again, so that you can quickly put it up and have an open space when you want it.
Okay.
And then even like we're talking about different bins for storage.
Yeah.
Storage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's organize it. In here, I mean, these cabinet doors are solid. That's good resistance holding it with magnets, but
Not all RVs are like that.
that's true. And
Yes.
yeah, they can just open up. And so when they do, we have a bin here, and as you can see, it's kind of barricaded.
Yeah.
Keeps everything organized really well. Stuff doesn't fall out.
Splendor's a great game. By the way,
It
guys.
is. That is. We should
Yes.
play.
I'm in 100%.
Yeah, so we love board games, so that's just another example of bins like this. Obviously, we can fit another one
Yep.
to utilize that full space.
Okay, so do you guys do you measure, like your space before you pick out the bins, or do you just kind of
Yes.
hope?
We learned the hard way,
Uh-huh.
where we're like, this will fit, and we come back and it does not fit. And we're like, dang it. So yeah, bring a tape measure with you because you can't take your RV into the store.
Sure, right,
So
right.
make sure you measure everything for sure before you go buy stuff.
Right on. Now, and I know we talked a little bit earlier about working out, and I see a yoga mat.
Yep.
Yes.
So tell me a little bit about kind of stand fit on the road things. You guys do.
Yeah, and Bryce is actually really good. He has his own little gym section, and it's things that we can actually bring. So he has weights that describe your weights.
They're weights that you can add on. So it's a handle that you can add on 10-pound plates.
Yep.
It goes up to 90 pounds, but it only
Wow.
takes up this much space.
Awesome.
So things like that, super nice and efficient. Jump rope, you got bungee resistance.
There you go.
All those types of things are good to get a resistant workout.
Okay.
But be light to carry, except the dumbbells, obviously.
Sure.
But they don't take up as much room.
Yeah, they don't
Yeah.
take as much room. And then even things like a yoga mat.
Yep.
Having that in sight and close encourages you to also.
I
He
like
did
that.
want to bring the rower in our garage, the toy hauler, and I was like, no, pick other
That's a
things.
no-go.
It
Yeah.
can fit. It can fit. You
It
feel
could
me?
fit.
We don't have a big toy back there, so we could have a row machine, but
Man, that's not a bad idea. Right?
Yeah.
A portable gym. Just set everything up back there. I like where your head's at. What about up front? What do you guys have? Bathroom, bedroom? Do you guys
Yeah.
replace anything up there at all?
Yes,
Yeah.
you want to go back there?
Yeah. Let's
Yeah.
go check it out.
Should we
Evie.
we'll just, We'll start with the bathroom, I guess, or
Yeah, go ahead.
and
I'm
then
just
you
here
can
with
talk
Davey.
about the living room or the bedroom.
Sure.
Okay, so we're still actually working on stuff in here, but we learned a lot from our last rig. And it's cool because the trailer, so it didn't come with a towel holder, for example.
Okay.
But now we get to pick our own, or we can figure out something else we want to do with it. So it gives us a little
Yes.
bit of freedom to choose what we want to do.
I love it.
So our towel's right here, but we do need a towel holder.
Okay,
And
yeah.
Camping World has
Oh,
lots of things for
yes.
your bathroom. So we're actually
Yes.
going to go in after this and go get some stuff.
I love it.
We're going to put a shelf right here because, depending on your
Yeah.
rig, it'd be nice to have our toilet papers here or our stuff for our septic tank.
I agree. Yeah, it kind of seems like a lot of the stuff we're talking about, right? A lot of it is storage related,
Yeah.
and finding things that are small, a little more compact, you can kind of
Yeah.
make things fit, or like you said, putting in extra shelving.
Yeah, and it can, spice up the room a little bit.
Yeah.
One thing we definitely learned from our last trip is shower storage.
Okay.
You don't want to drive with just your stuff sitting there because it falls over, it spills, it cracks, it breaks, you have
Yes.
shampoo all over your floor.
learn the hard way.
Yes. So there's tons of different shower storages.
Okay.
There's ones that hang over or goes over the shower head,
Right
or you
on.
put on the ground or the rods. There's so many different ones. So Shower storage is definitely a must.
Okay. Well, what about in the bedroom here?
Okay, Bryce, want to take this one away?
Yeah.
Let's turn on this
Okay.
light here too.
Oh, yep. Let's see if we can. There we
There we
are.
go.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
I'll jump on the bed.
Yeah.
There we
So,
go.
following the storage tagline, we have
So
bins, yeah,
Yep.
with different things. So like where you got your, different types of clothes here. You got the drawers that work great. Also, it's good to cushion for like instruments when you travel.
Yes.
So-
yes.
That's where this
I
uke
like
stays. More similar bins like that they fold up and collapse. We measured to make sure we had ones that work here.
Smart.
In our last trailer, we had lights that we added. Luckily, our trailers come with really great lights,
Okay.
but not, again, all trailers do. So we had lights that we added that, that we could turn on or dim. So at night, we had those extra.
So we don't have to get out
Yeah.
of bed to turn off the light, but if you're reading,
Exactly.
just so quickly.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
check to see if your rig has that, because that's true. That's a small little thing that was nice.
Yeah.
Very convenient.
I have to admit, like, I'm putting my hand here. You guys have an extremely comfortable bed. I've been in the RV industry for quite a while, and I know that this is not a stock bed.
It's not. This is a king size bed. So
Okay.
that was one thing that Nelly was like, we're doing this, and I was like, yes, we are.
Yes.
So we totally agreed on that.
It's our mattress from home.
Yeah, mattress from home.
Okay.
We had to fold it up and recruit some help to get it up in here, but we love it.
Yeah, and you'd be surprised, right? Because being on a little more on the sales side, like that is one of the things a lot of people get. And you can get like sleep numbers now, like built
Yeah.
specifically
Yeah.
for RVs. I mean, they have all sorts of mattresses in there.
Yeah,
so
I
you're
was
certainly
surprised.
not alone. I came in, I'm like, oh yeah, that's a veteran move right there.
So during break time, if we can't find you,
Yeah, right. This,
like
is,
napping
this
on
is
our
where I'll
bed.
be.
Good to
I
know.
wouldn't blame you.
Feel free. Feel free.
Awesome. Well, Nelly, Bryce, thank you guys so much for kind of taking us through your RV, showing some of the essentials here inside. And I think it's some wonderful advice for everyone watching. Now you have a better idea of what you need to start hitting the road and enjoying the country the safest way possible. Thanks, guys. We saw a fifth wheel with the big kitchen, but what about a travel trailer? Yes, folks, this is the 2021 Heartland Mallard M301. You have a big super slide, theater seating, and a massive kitchen, a ton of countertop space in this floor plan. And the best thing about it, folks, is this one is at a great price too. For the show, you're gonna pick this one up starting at $31,195. That's as low as $7.47 a day. As my good friend Jay said, this might not be a plane, but with deals like that, this one is gonna be flying out the door. So folks, let's take a look at this beautiful floor plan and why I have it included in the big kitchens, right? RVs with large kitchens, because that is a big, important factor for a lot of people. A lot of people like to cook. You know, we have sessions, we have RVs for entertaining, we have RVs for sleeping, and we have RVs for cooking. And look at all of the countertop space you get. Very common in this session will be rear kitchens for this exact reason, right? When the back half of the RV, no matter what RV you get, right, the back half is generally the feature. Now, we do have things like front bathrooms, front living room, where the front end is the feature, but most of the time, especially in travel trailers, it's the back end. So if you have a rear bunkhouse, that's your main feature. If you have rear living, that's your main feature. If you have rear kitchen, like this one, that is the main feature, and they did a great job. So let's actually start off over here. And what you'll see is they kind of extended the kitchen into the entertainment center, right? So you get all this extra space right here. Now you can, put some decorations there if you want, or you can use it as additional prep space if you want. You'll see space for a TV right up top. Now, if you do put a TV here, which I probably would, I would also recommend getting one on a swing arm mount. And I'll show you in a minute here why we want to do that. Because of the way the seating is arranged. So we do have good, actually I'll show you right here. You know what, we do have a sofa that's basically straight across, right? So you do get a good shot there, but if you're sitting over here in the theater seating, you'll probably want it turned a little bit so you're able to have a good view from that theater seating. Another water bottle, what is happening here? But we'll see the theater seating, both of these do recline, Allure furniture, so upgraded furniture on there. You have, as you can see, cup holders, perfect for a bottle of water, storage right across the top. And one of the things that's very easily identifiable with the storage, you can see how you have like the slightly barreled ceiling here, right? And that's great, because that gives you that extra headspace. Fully laminated ceiling right up top. The other thing I like about this floor plan is you have 2 rows of lights that run all the way through. So, you know, it really helps brighten this space up. In fact, back in the kitchen at one point, here, show right back here, Fritz. In the very back, you can see there's actually 3 lights back there, plus under cabinet lights. Really makes this space nice and bright. Not only have 2 rows of lights, but you also have 2 rows of ductwork. So, you know, the way this is hooked up, you have like a big H, and this will really help cool things off a lot quicker with the dual ductwork in here. So not only is it bright, but it'll also stay nice and cool. Both things that are very important. So we talked about the entertainment center up top, of course, big window there. Underneath is a bunch of extra storage. You can never have enough storage in an RV, and having deep storage like that in an entertainment center is something you don't often find. Now you will also see as that continues on, all the storage underneath the kitchen here as well, plus all of it up top. So you have a couple of drawers there, some additional storage here underneath the sink. Open that one up for you just so you can see. We need to vacuum it out, but there is space there for a trash can, and that's one of the big things for me. I want to make sure I have space for my trash can so it's not hanging out. But clearly, plenty of prep space. You have the undermount sink, undermount cooktop, 3-burner cooktop. It folds up just like that to show you, or undermount. Jeez, oh Pete, I cannot talk today. Recessed cooktop with 3 burners. It has the glass cover for prep space. The front one here is high output. Underneath that is your oven in case you want to do a little bit of baking. You'll notice again, as I mentioned, storage all across the top. I'll show you that just to kind of show you, you know, what you're working with. Good storage there. Same thing right over there. We have our sink over here with the high-rise pull-out faucet. Lifting up the covers, you can see the sink. Cool thing about these covers is they are cutting board quality. So if you want to use these as a cutting board, I always recommend flipping them over using the bottom sides. So that way the top sides stay nice and clean. So that way you have a cleaner look, but you still get the functionality. Of course, another electrical outlet here, plus there's one right down below. So you have a couple different places in which you can plug in other items. Another cool thing about the Mallard is the doodle station, right? So this is a chalkboard on the front. The reason this is kind of nice is if you have any kids, grandkids that are coming, it gives them something to do, right? They can take a piece of chalk, they can draw on there. Or if it's someone like my wife, Nicole, who is extremely artistic, she can do something really cool here and just, you know, make it something of our own, right? You know, we have like chalkboards and stuff as decorations in our house. She does a fantastic job with some of those, and that's something that she'd be able to do here on this refrigerator as well. And if you are artistic, then you can do that too, of course. Right over here to the side, some additional storage there. Just kind of want to show you that, you know, it's not just limited to the kitchen space. On the one side of the fridge, you have the other side here too. And then as we take a look over here is our super slide. A couple things I like about this. One, if you look above the window valances, you actually have some lighting up there, which is pretty neat. The reason I like that is if you have guests sleeping out here, you can just leave that on. And it's kind of a courtesy light in case you need to get up and use the bathroom in the middle of the night. The dinette itself does drop down into sleeping space, so if you need to drop the table down, you can. Also, right underneath, you can take a look right in there and see it's easy access storage. You have that on both sides, runs all the way underneath the dinette. And again, it's very simple to get to, right? You don't have to lift the cushions to get underneath there. You'll also see the sofa. This is a, what do we got? Jackknife here? Let me, nope, okay. So, there we go. So you can check that out. This is pretty cool. So you do have the extra storage spot. Now this is for the dinette, right? So you can take this cushion out, drop it down on the dinette there. But this is a jackknife sofa that drops down into a bed. Now, if you don't plan, right, hear me out. If you don't plan on using the dinette as a sleeping space, you can take that cushion out and you have all that as easy access storage underneath the jackknife. So I do like that they put that in there. I think that's kind of a nice extra addition for the storage, makes it a little more versatile. We talked about the theater seating here, and then you have the storage all the way across the top. Now, folks, if you're liking what you're seeing, right, you like the big kitchen, you like the super slide, you like all the room that provides, well lit, and the double track AC in this one, you're going to want to text the word RV to 46642 to lock in the price. As I said, this one's starting at $7.47 a day. Now, if you're interested in something else, you know, maybe you want something with a big kitchen, maybe it's something completely different. Maybe you want a bunk room. Hey, we have those too. You just have to text the word fresh to 46642. So we take a look at the bathroom. Why don't you come on in, show the people here, Fritz. You can take a look right down below. You'll see the toilet. Now, I'm not going to sit on that one just because of the space with the camera, but there is plenty of room. You know, being 6 foot tall, I could sit there no problem. Plenty of leg room. You'll see the big shower. You know, you have a ton of room in that shower there. Nice big skylight as well. And then over to this side, you can see that you have a lot of countertop space on that vanity. So there is good space in that bathroom. You have nice big amenities in there as well. Then when we step up into the bedroom here, you will see a king size bed, folks. So this one is 72 by 80. So you get the full 80 inches there, which is something you don't get very often when we're talking about RV beds. So a nice big bed. Of course, we probably should have made it. You see the bedspread right up there. You have wardrobe on both sides, storage across the top here, as well as an electrical outlet. You also have electrical outlets down on the side of the bed, so plenty of spaces for that. TV hookup if you want TV, and then you will also see additional wardrobe, not only on the sides, but you have additional wardrobe space right here. So plenty of wardrobe space, plenty of spot to hang your clothes. And again, we have a massive kitchen in this one, which is what this session is all about. If you're all about the kitchen, this one's got it. But not only do you have an inside kitchen, we also have an outside kitchen. So if we take a look right to the back here, take a peek, we'll see the outside kitchen on this one. So good storage space and a spot for a TV. You want an outside TV, you got it. You got a fridge, throw some beer in there. You have a nice little prep station. You can fold that guy out. Super simple and easy to use. On the back, let's take a look at the back real quick here, and then we'll make our way up front. But you will see a square tubular bumper giving you a spot for your sewer hose. Your spare tire will mount right over there, and you can see backup camera prep. So, you know, it's a decent size RV. This one, I think, runs about 36 foot. So if you want that backup camera, having the prep probably is a good idea. Another thing about this one, folks, is tank size. This one has 80 gallons of gray tank holding space. So if you're planning on going out somewhere you don't have sewer hookup, having the big gray tank is wonderful. You can see your freshwater inlet will be located there. Also electrical outlet in case you need to plug anything in. Making our way a little bit further down, you'll see the big power awning. That one does have your LED light strip on there for light at night, couple outside speakers. One of the things not often talked about is the exterior. Now, not only is this fiberglass, but behind that fiberglass is Azdel composite rather than your Luan. And Azdel does a couple things for you, folks. One, it helps lighten things up. As I said, this one is 36 foot, and the dry weight on it is under 6,900 pounds. That's pretty darn good for the size that you have. Again, it helps lighten it up. Plus, it won't absorb moisture. So if you've seen where you get like the delamination, you get the bubbles in the side, that's from moisture getting in the sidewall and Luan soaking that up. But you're not gonna get that with the Azdel. And it's a green material, it doesn't give that off-gassing. So when you're inside on a hot day, you know, you're not gonna struggle to breathe or anything like that, which sometimes, unfortunately, can happen. If we take a look, you will see another propane quick connect. I thought, nope, maybe it's just in the back. Okay, but you will see your power stabilizer jacks on here. This one has two controls. So the one control will operate the front two, the other control will operate the rear two. You'll also see the big pass-through, and the pass-through is fully finished, which is really nice. So you can take a look at that. King Kong size storage, huge storage space, nice big door. You can fit all sorts of stuff in there. Big opening. You'll also see in the front, you have that front 3/4 cap, LED lights, you know, both running up as well as here on the side. Diamond plating on the front, power tongue jack, making it super simple and easy to connect and disconnect from the tow vehicle. A couple last things I want to show you here on the off-camp side real quick, folks. One is where your city water connection will be. This one does have an outside shower as well as a black tank flush to easily wash out that black tank. And right underneath, you'll see the beautiful aluminum alloy wheels with the wide track suspension, which is a spread axle system, meaning that this one will have better towability while going down the road because you're not going to get all the sway. Again, folks, this is the Heartland Mallard M301 for as low as $7.47 a day. Simply text RV to 46642.
The best things happen outdoors, and they start at Gander RV and Outdoors. Did you know that you can get a motorhome that sleeps 6 for only $329 a month? To learn more, visit ganderrv.com today.
This is Bryce, I'm Nellie, and we are the Journeys. We are full-time RVers with our 2 little girls. We have an almost 3-year-old and a 7-month-old. We have done all 50 states in our RV. We moved from a Class A to a 5th wheel, and we're going strong.
We've partnered with Camping World, Good Sam, and Gander RV during this Ultimate RV Show National Tour to go to 10 different locations throughout the country, show you all that they have to offer, and actually hide geocache treasures throughout this tour. So make sure you follow along with the Ultimate RV Show National Tour and join us as we go across the country on this tour. What's up, guys? That was us, minus our 2 little girls. We are pumped to be here, part of this Ultimate RV Show National Tour. And as you saw, so I'm Bryce, this is Nellie, and we are hiding these geocache treasures as we go throughout this tour. So we're posting one tomorrow, clues for another treasure that we hid, on our Instagram. So if you're not following us, make sure you're following us at the Jergies on Instagram, where we'll have clues for that. And every week we're hiding 1 to 2 of these treasures for the rest of this tour.
Yeah, so that's 10 treasures total, and each are good for a $500 gift card to Camping World, or we actually are giving away an RV. We can't tell you which treasure it is, so make sure you're following along, and you can win an RV. Yeah, and we're so excited hearing people's stories, messaging us on social media, telling us about the models you're looking at, the ones that you're buying, because this lifestyle we are all about. It's been so great for us and also for our little girls. When our first daughter was born, we lived in an RV, and now with our second, it's wonderful. We get a lot of messages. Is this really worth living? We want to do it, but we're a little nervous. Don't be nervous. This lifestyle has been so awesome, and it's been for our family, we have so many new memories, and we love it. And especially, so good. No, I was just going to say. With this section here, with all these family models that host, you'll see with the bigger kitchens, they're totally doable to have this lifestyle as you travel.
Introducing RV123 by Camping World, the only way to buy and take delivery of your new RV, all from the comfort of your couch or camp chair. To buy your new RV the easy way, just follow these simple steps. Step 1, shop till you drop. Find your perfect RV online at campingworld.com and schedule a live virtual walkthrough with one of our RV specialists. Step 2, make it mine. Discuss financing options over the phone with a Camping World finance expert. All paperwork handled via mail. Prepaid envelopes are provided. Step 3, let's go camping. Take delivery of your new RV at your home or campsite. Our certified delivery specialist will provide the same high-quality walkthrough that you would receive at a Camping World dealership. There's a whole new way to buy an RV. Get your RV the easy way with RV123 by Camping World.
I hear you. You're saying, Ian, I love the big kitchens and RVs, but I want something a little more affordable. Well, I got you covered, because we're going to go through the 2021 East to West Silver Lake 29 KRK. And folks, this has plenty of rear kitchen space. Comes in right around 34 foot and a little over 6,800 pounds dry. And the best part about it, folks, is the affordability. Here at Camping World, we have over 100,000 units on the lot and coming on order. So with that, of course, we have everything for every lifestyle, every budget. If you're looking for a big kitchen for a little bit lower price, this is one of them. For the show, this one's going to be starting at $25,345, which is as little as $6.26 a day. And look at what you get. I mean, we'll take a look at the floor plan here. You get this big slide out over here. Really helps opening up this main living space, right? You kind of have the living space in the center, rear kitchen. We talked about that a little bit ago, how a lot of your big kitchens in RVs are rear kitchens. Now, you know, the Sierra was an exception with the front kitchen, but most of the time, especially in travel trailers, it will be here in the back. The thing I really like about this floor plan, though, is right here, right? So you got the big kitchen in the back, which is awesome, but you still have a space to hang out. You still have a space to, you know, be with each other, be with family, with friends. You have a couple of recliners right here. You can just sit back, relax, kick back, throw the feet up, watch TV. If someone's sitting on the sofa or in the dinette, everyone can be involved in conversation, which is one of the reasons I just love this floor plan. Plus, you still get the massive kitchen back here. And with that, take a look at this, right? You want to talk about some hidden storage? Fritz, can you get in there? Look how deep that storage area is. I mean, that is a extremely deep storage space. You can fit a ton of stuff in there, and it's kind of hidden off to the side. But not only that, you can see here plenty of drawer space, 3 full extension ball bearing drawers, all of this countertop space. And I love this right here because for me, this is where I'm going to do most of my prep. I do have some space back here in the corner, but that's going to be more for, my toaster, my coffee maker, margarita machine, whatever, blender, juicer, hey, trying to be healthy for 2021. For the record, I'm down 9 pounds. Yeah, that's right. It's been a good year. But right here, right, so this is, where I'll be doing most of my prep work. So I love having this extra countertop space. Plus I can sit here and I can still talk to people. Who's ever sitting in the chair, who's ever over in the super slide. We can all be here and have conversation. And again, I still have an electrical outlet there, so if I need to put like electric skillet or something right here, I can certainly do that. Also, the style of countertop, it is a thermofoil countertop or thermoformed, a couple different names out there for it, but basically what it is it's kind of an in-between countertop, right? It kind of at the base level, you have T-mold, and then you step up into the thermofoil countertop, and then lastly, the most expensive would be solid surface. The nice thing about this is the upgrade over T-mold is the fact that you don't have, the T-molding, so it's not going to pop off. That also helps with prevent water penetrations. With T-mold, if it pops off right here in the corner, you get water down in there, all of a sudden your countertop's rotting out, so it helps prevent against that. So because of that, it also allows you to undermount the sink. And that's a big one for me. I like the way it looks. It's a much cleaner look. You can get a little bit more of a flush design if you have sink top covers on here. It's easier to clean your countertops. You can brush it right here into the sink, and you don't have a lip that gets all dirty. Plus, it's a little bit lighter weight, or quite a bit lighter weight, than true solid surface. As I said, this one comes in a little over 6,800 pounds dry. So, if you put solid surface in there, you're definitely going to add some weight. And, right around that weight, we don't want to add too much. We still want to make it half-ton towable. Take a look underneath, though. You will see some good storage space there. And then over to the side is our oven, as well as the 3-burner cooktop, front one being high output. You have, kind of like the subway tile looking backsplash there, hood, microwave, and storage all the way across the top. Of course, you have your vent right here in the kitchen, so when you're cooking, you can open that up. You have some speakers if you want to listen to some music while you're back here cooking. You'll open this one up for you. Fridge freezer combo. Again, plenty of room in there. This one does have propane and electric automatic switch over on there. And underneath, take a look at that. Nice big storage for additional pots and pans. And again, folks, all of this starting at $6.26 a day. All you have to do is text the word RV to 46642 to lock in that pricing. You'll see big storage right over here too, excellent pantry storage, plus you have the cubby hole right down below and an electrical outlet. So plenty of room there. Now let's talk a little bit about this super slide. Big dinette, that's a big plus for me. I mean, take a look at this. I'll scooch in here just to kind of show you. But I mean, if I'm sitting right here, I can easily fit another person here and we'll still have plenty of elbow room. If I have a kid, I might even be able to fit 3 people on this side, right? So it is very large, which I like. I like having a bigger table, mainly because I like to do puzzles and I like to play games when I camp, and a larger table allows me to do that. This, of course, does drop down into a sleeping space as well. So if you need some additional sleeping, that is one of them. You will also see the sofa. You'll get additional sleeping space there. This RV can sleep a total of 5. Another cool thing, you can pull that out, big easy access storage. Of all the different designs, I prefer a drawer. The reason being, if I have a swing style door, I still have to get down on my hands and knees to reach down in there. I don't want to have to lift up the cushion, I mean, I can, right? And you'll see they put grommets in there so you don't cut up your finger. Another one of those small things I really like, and manufacturers pay attention to small details. But I don't want to have to do that in case someone's sitting here. But with this, I can just pull it open, grab whatever I need, put it right back. So that is definitely my preferred style. You'll also notice there's an electrical outlet underneath the table. So if, you're doing any kind of work, you want to put a laptop there, tablet, something like that, you can do it, no problem. Moving over a little bit, so we have storage above the sofa. If you've seen a lot of my videos, you know that, this is kind of a point of contention, right? I have people that go both ways. Some people like the additional storage. Some people like bigger windows. Here in the Silver Lake, they went with more storage. If you want something with a bigger window instead, hey, we have RVs with that too. We can help you find those. All you have to do is text the word FRESH to 46642 and let our experts help navigate you through to find the perfect RV. And this might be one of those small details that we are able to help you with. As we drop down below, though, as I mentioned, this one is your jackknife style sofa. You'll see all the storage that we have underneath there. The great thing about the jackknife is that you get a ton of storage, and that's very easy to access. So if you can put pillows down there, large bedding, things like that. TV will go here. The thing I like about this is no matter where you're sitting in this RV, other than the dinette facing the opposite way, but one of the dinette seats, the sofa, the chairs right here, all of that is able to see the TV, storage across the top, and storage right down below. So we make our way up front. I'll close this. Take a quick peek into the bathroom here. So if you take a look at the bathroom here, I'll just step in here for you. So first thing I want to show you is the toilet. So it is a little tight on my right side. Might need to lose a few more pounds to be here comfortably. But as far as the legs, I do have plenty of leg space. Got my sink right over there, good storage running all the way up, right? So if linen closet space, I have spot for my towels, medicine cabinet. Then if I take a step into the shower here, you'll see at 6 foot tall, I have more than enough room, right? Especially with that skylight. No issues there whatsoever. The shower curtain is built right in there, so you can just close that up. It is water resistant, or mold resistant, so you can just fold it right back in. You don't have to worry about wiping it down, drying it, or anything like that. Super simple. Now, I'm gonna have you take a step back there. There we go, so we can close that one. Gotta do a little dance here. Take a step up into the bedroom. So, a couple things I wanna show you here. One, take a look at the size of the bed. You have a huge bed in here, king size bed, so that's actually a standard, folks. That's not any kind of option, that comes standard. Nice big bed so you're not elbowing each other. You have storage on both sides, wardrobe storage across the top, plus, can't really see it, but you do have additional wardrobe storage right here with a hanging rod and spot to put a TV right there at the foot of the bed. So if you want to watch a TV at night, you can definitely do so. And remember, folks, this is just one of many Silver Lakes we have. If you're interested in a Silver Lake, maybe not this specific floor plan, but you'd like another one, all you have to do is text that word FRESH to 46642 and we will help you, again, narrow down and find the perfect RV for you. Whether it is a Silver Lake or maybe it is something else, that's okay, because we have over 20,000 pieces of inventory on the lot with an additional 80,000 pieces on order. I personally really like Silver Lakes, though, especially for the price. If you're looking for a great kitchen, right? An RV with a big kitchen at a great price, this one right here is definitely the one. Let's take a walk up front. I'll unlock the door here. So just so you know, nice simple door lock. You can close that. I will show you here, you have the big grab handle as well, so you have a little bit more control when entering or exiting the RV. This is one of those things that I personally really like. My grandma, bless her heart, she still comes out camping with us once in a while, wants to spend time with us, and I love it. It makes me so happy, makes my heart soar, but she does have a hard time with the steps. So this right here gives her that extra support that she needs to be able to go up inside the RV. So I really do like when manufacturers put on the bigger grab handle, especially at this price point. It being just a little over $25,000 is where it's starting at $6.26 a day. It's a great price, and you get a ton of features, like a power awning with LED light on there as well. We take a look in here, you can see the big pass-through. What you'll notice is that is completely finished off. That's fantastic, right? So any items in there, they're not gonna get stuck. You have solar prep. If you want solar, just buy the portable panels, plug them in. Dropping down underneath, a couple of cool, quick things down here. Fully enclosed, insulated, and heated underbelly. So that way, if you're camping in the colder seasons, it's gonna keep it nice and toasty down there. You don't have to worry about any kind of road grime getting splattered up on your underbelly. And you'll also notice it's a huck bolt frame, so upgraded frame over your standard weld. And what that does for you is a couple things. One, if it does have any damage, it's easier to repair. Two, it's been shown the #1 place that rust starts is at a weld seam. So the less weld seams you have, hopefully the less chance it will start rusting on your frame. Taking a quick look up front, you will see the smooth aluminum front. I really like this over ribbed on the front. The main reason being it's easier to clean. And when you're traveling, this is where most of the bug smears are going to be. So I like having that be nice and easy to wipe down. You'll also see the power tongue jack right there, so it's easier to hook up and disconnect from your tow vehicle. 2 20-pound propane tanks with the cover, and then you can see a space right there for the battery. So again, folks, this one right here is the 2021 East to West Silver Lake 29KRK. As I mentioned, if you love this one, starting at $6.26 a day, text RV to 46642. That will lock in your price for the show, because this is the Ultimate RV Show National Tour. Remember, we have plenty more available. This is just one section. This is some RVs with big kitchens, but there are so many others out there. And if you want to see some of the others, text the word FRESH to 46642, drop it in the comments, or give us a call at 877-297-8725.